This is not what you think it is. Believe me or not, this is a wind turbine by Vortex Bladeless. Alright, let's be real for a second. When you hear wind turbine, what pops into your head? Probably those colossal, majestic giants with blades spinning gracefully, right? The ones that look like they're straight out of a science fiction movie, silently or not so silently, slashing through the air, generating keen energy. But what if I told you there is a new kid on the block? A revolutionary piece of tech that's ditching the blades altogether. Yeah, you heard that right. No blades, just a sleek, tall, oscillating cylinder that looks, well, let's just say it looks a little different. And it's designed to shake literally its way into powering your home. Now, before you start picturing something from your bedside drawer, let's dive into how this bad boy actually works. Imagine a flagpole in a strong wind. What does it do? It sways, it vibrates, it dances a little jig, right? There's a core principle behind the Vortex Bladeless turbine. It harnesses something called vortex shedding. Think of it like this. As wind flows around a cylindrical object, it creates these swirling eddies or vortices on the downwind side. These vortices alternate from one side to the other, causing the object to vibrate. Instead of fighting this natural phenomenon, Vortex Bladeless embraces it. They have designed these tall, slender cones that are anchored at the base but free to oscillate at the top. Inside, there is a generator that converts these vibrations, this shimming and shaking, directly into electricity. Pretty wild, huh? No gears, no rotating parts, no massive blades. Just pure unadulterated wobble power. And trust me, once you see it in action, you'll be asking yourself, why we didn't think of this sooner? Or maybe you'll be thinking something else entirely. We'll get to that. But is this really the future of clean energy, or just another quirky invention that will end up in the tech graveyard? That's what we're here to figure out. We're gonna break down the good, the bad, and the slightly awkward things about this bladeless wonders. And hey, if you find this as fascinating as I do me a solid and share this video with your favorite people. You know, the ones who'd appreciate a good shake of innovation. So what's the big deal with going bladeless? Well, for starters, let's talk about the noise. Traditional wind turbines can be pretty loud. Vortex Bladeless, on the other hand, is designed to be significantly quieter. Less aerodynamic noise, more of a gentle hum. This could be a game changer for folks living nearby. Then there is the wildlife factor. Birds and bats sometimes have fortunate encounters with spinning turbine blades. With no blades, the risk of bird and bat mortality is drastically reduced. A huge win for biodiversity. And let's not forget about maintenance. Traditional turbine blades are a pain to maintain. The Vortex Bladeless design, with its simpler structure and fewer moving parts, promises lower maintenance costs and easier upkeeps. Less downtime, more energy generation. Now, let's get to the nitty-gritties. Efficiency. While the concept is brilliant, the current efficiency of these bladeless turbines is generally lower than their bladed counterparts. They don't capture as much wind energy, meaning you might need more of them to generate the same amount of power. It's a trade-off: quieter, safer, less maintenance, but potentially less power output per unit. These engineers are constantly refining the design, but it's a hurdle they're still trying to overcome. Another thing to consider is the visual impact. While some might find the sleek minimalist design appealing, others might see a field of wobbling cylinders as just as much of an eyesore as traditional turbines. Beauty, as they say, is in the eyes of the beholder. So, is Vortex Bladeless the only player in this bladeless game? No, not by a long shot. While Vortex Bladeless is certainly a pioneer, other innovative companies and even governments are exploring similar concepts. Take Aeromine Technologies, for example. These guys are focusing on rooftop wind energy, designing stationary bladeless units for commercial buildings. Their systems uses aerodynamics to capture and amplify airflow, creating a low-pressure zone that drives a turbine. A different approach, but still bladeless, aiming for less intrusive solutions for urban environments. Imagine every skyscraper becoming a silent energy-generating powerhouse. Other concepts include piezoelectric material that generates electricity from vibration, or designs mimicking fish movements to capture energy from currents. This all point to a broader trend, a shift away from massive rotating blades towards more subtle, integrated ways of harnessing wind power. So what's the takeaway? Is the bladeless wind turbine the silver bullet? Probably not, at least not yet. every technology has its own pros and cons. Vortex Bladeless offers compelling advantages in noise reduction, wildlife safety, and lower maintenance, but faces challenges in efficiency and scalability. It's not about replacing traditional wind turbines entirely, but expanding our toolkit. It's about creating a diverse and resilient energy ecosystem. The future of energy is a mosaic of technologies, each playing its part, evolving and improving. And the bladeless wind turbines, with its quirky design and innovative approach, is a fascinating piece of the puzzle. It reminds us that sometimes the most revolutionary ideas come from looking at old problems with fresh eyes. Even if those eyes initially see something that looks a little, well. So, what do you think? Are you ready to embrace the wobble? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of bladeless wind, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more mind-bending tech explorations, and seriously share this video with your favorite people, because who doesn't love a good conversation starter? Especially when it involves something that looks like that and promises to power your home.